Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Half Uchiha and Half Senju? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, I would like to talk to you guys for a bit. I hope you don't mind at all. If you do, then I'm sorry, I guess. Well, when the time comes of this video to be uploaded, I hope that you will be watching this with a Naruto gameplay. I don't know what game I'll buy from Steam, but yes, I am buying this time around, and I will be uploading now more content on my gaming channel as well because, for one, I can do now HD gaming as well as without any lag, I guess. So yeah, many games are going to come there as well. If you like the gaming content on my channel, then please subscribe to it and leave a like. I will also be trying to make it where my video is quite funny actually, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie, man, living legends of my childhood. And yeah, aside from that, I am really thankful for you to you all. It's just that, yeah, I'm just so happy that you guys have been there for me. If it wasn't for you guys, then this wouldn't have been possible. It was your guys' support as well as love that you have shown me over the course of 1 year and hopefully in the future as well. And I have built a PC which was a dream of mine for quite a while now. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for continuing this journey until here with me, and I hope we can continue our journey together on YouTube for as far as it takes us. I mean, yeah, God knows what will happen in the future, but as long as you guys stick with me and I stick with you, I guess we can work this out, I guess. Aside from that, if you like today's video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I know I'm not good with my words when I expressing my feelings, so yeah, I hope you don't mind with my broken speech over there. Yeah, enough of this embarrassment now. And really, I'm really grateful for all of your support and love. On all honesty and truthfully. Now, without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins at the end of the clan warring era, as Hashirama Senju and Madara Uchiha, who were known as best friends from the enemy clans, started their own village, living aside their differences as the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan. As the Konoha was founded after that, a place haven for all those clans who were quite done with the warring between the other clans, as many clans came under their flag as Konohagakure's civilians and shinobis alike, and so did many other villages popped out and came to be the five elemental nations: Konohagakure, Iwagakure, Sunagakure, Kumogakure, as well as Kirigakure, the five strongest nations in the whole elemental nations. As after that, something happened between Madara and Hashirama after the birth of the village some years later, as Madara Uchiha attacked Konoha with none other than the nine tails on his bay and control, as Hashirama had to put a stop to it and unfortunately kill his brother-in-arms and his best friend Madara because he chose his village to protect. As Madara lay dead there, he was buried there and then by Hashirama because he didn't want his body to be discriminated back by his own clan as well as the whole populace of Konohagakure, who by the time knew that he was the biggest traitor in the history of the founding of Konoha. And after that, Tobirama took the mentally, and the relationship between the whole Konohagakure and the Uchihas were now close to an all-out breaking civil war now because of his deeds and racist remarks. And third Hokage came after the second war, and he, at the time, tried to repair the relation somewhat, and it worked out for a bit, but he was hoping for a miracle to repair it because his all events and everything that he tried were now failing out, and he was getting tired of this because even a little bit of discrimination between the Uchihas and the civilians would escalate so much that it would turn into an all-out civil war. Many times he has fought with Uchihas and against them as well, and sometimes in the council chambers, and he was getting tired of this. He felt like it was the weight of his senses, actions weighing on his shoulders, and Madara Uchiha as well. As at that time, An Uchiha boy, Minato Uchiha, brother of Mikoto Uchiha, was born. As on the other side, from one of his students, Kushina Uzumaki Senju was born. As he didn't knew at the time why, but he thought that these two might be able to reunite the clan and bring back what was founded by Hashirama and Madara, because he saw both Hashirama Senju in Kushina as Madara Uchiha in Minato. As time went by, Minato turned out to be quite a polite and odd one out of the Uchiha bunch, because they were usually stoic and grunted at their response, but Minato was polite and quite the gentleman, as Tsunade was quite brash, quite the opposite of the Senju's elegance and Uzumaki's knowledge. Well, she already possessed that. And when they entered the academy, they encountered each other for the first time. And let's just say, fate played its game, and after the Great Third Shinobi War, yes, Minato became the fourth Hokage, the first Uchiha to be able to achieve that title because he was regarded as the hero of the whole village, and the Uchiha's somewhat dented past was repaired thanks to him. As the Uchihas were happy, one of them had finally been able to achieve the title of Hokage, and not only that, their relationship was restored as it was at the time of the beginning of the village as the founding clan, as it should be. As Mikoto, his sister, was happy, as we see Minato now getting prepared inside the Uchiha clan compound house. As Fugaku and Mikoto came, Minato, are you ready? Yeah, Nee-chan, I'm just getting prepared. It's alright. She's Kushina. Well, she's safe if you don't have a bow tie or something. It is the big day for me. Yeah, let him prepare. It's the big day for him, said Fugaku. Hey Fugaku, you're here. Yes, why won't I be here? When my best friend needs me. Thanks a lot, man. Well, I don't know what to do. Did you forget the rings? No, I didn't. Now go, as that were the times when even the Uchiha and the rest of the Konoha were happy, because they were united again, and Senjus were happy as well, or at least what was left of them, which was, quite honestly, Kushina as well as Tsunade at the time. As after that, they got married and were happy now, living together, until Kushina became pregnant. As she was so much happy that she didn't know what to do. As when Minato found out, he became overjoyed, and so did Mikoto, because she was going to be an aunt, and Fugaku was going to become an uncle of his best friend's son, and the dope of the class. Yes, Kushina was called as the dope even though she was a prodigy, and a senju at that. And 8 months passed. 1 month just before Naruto's birth, we go towards the council chamber as we see a gloomy atmosphere there. I'm sorry, what? Minato said, as Danzo stood up. Yes, it is as I have said. Your child has unknown potential, and he might be in grave danger as we speak, because he is from both prominent clans and founding father clans of our village, and you both have enough enemies. Let's be honest, Minato. You will be doing your Kage work a lot more, and Kushina will be busy with her joining stuff as being a teacher. I know, but I can manage. No, you can't. We have found out that many of the Eva as well as Kumo spies are on to you too, and they know that you are going to have a child sooner or later, and we fear for its safety. And not only that, it is going to cause a big rift again between the Uchihas and the Senjus. What do you mean? Let's be honest here. We fear that now that the relations are corrected between the whole clan and the previous trials and errors have been done, we don't want this to go. The village has become a haven of peace for all, said Danzo. And to be honest, I am quite proud of it, and I do not want to lose it over a child, because if something happens to the child, there will be a chances of a high rate to break out a civil war between the Senjus and the Uchihas, and Senjus might be supported by the whole civilian side. Yes, Fugaku said, who was now the acting head alongside with Mikoto. What are you trying to say, Danzo? Said Fugaku. Are you trying to say that he shouldn't raise his child, just give up? He said sarcastically, yes. Wait, what? I was just kidding. I did not mean that. Why are you agreeing with me all of a sudden? You never agreed with me, Danzo. I know you and I had our differences, Fugaku-san, but it is for the best of the village that I desire. And currently, your child is a threat to the peace. At the same time, I apologize for my wording, but it is true. At the same time, his life itself is in a threat by the hands of the other villages and their spies. They're getting good. It is hard to trace them, and we fear Orochimaru's spy are also amongst them. A specimen, think about it. Half Senju, half Uchiha with the potential of unlocking Mokutan as well as the Sharingan. Many eyes are set on him. It is for his safety that I ask you put him in the orphanage and give him up. What? But how will we interact with him if we are not supposed to? You're not. You have to act like you didn't have a child. We will work things out, and he will be taught by you two. I promise you that much. And he will spend a lot of his life being watched by you and as well as all of our spies. And 24/7 covered in tracks so that nobody can get close. It is for your safety of your own legacy and child, Minato. That is why we feared this, said Hiruzen as Danzo sat down. You also agreeing to this, Hiruzen-sama? Minato, do not think of me as the bad guy here. We just want what is best for the village as well as your child, because this is the first time in the history of the founding of the village that there will be a child between an Uchiha and Senju, and we do not know how to react or care about it, because if the news leaks out, then there will be chaos in the world, and many of your enemies will come after him and his life, and we do not want anything like that to happen to your child, Minato, because he is precious to us as well as he is to you, because we have high hopes that he will be able to achieve Mokutan. Isn't that right, Tsunade? I guess so, but really, I mean, he is my grandchild and I don't want that to happen to him. But I see why you're saying this, Sensei. After 13 years, we will tell him when he's old enough to protect himself. We all agree to this. Unknown to them, one person was hearing this, or actually two, as both of them were at different locations and went back. As we go towards a cave just near Amegakure to see an old man who was sitting there, as a white creature, a complete white creature, came out from the ground. Have you brought any news? Yes, it seems that your grandson and a Senju's child are going to have a child together, and half Uchiha and a Senju, huh? Yes, and they're going to put him into the orphanage. What? Why? Why would my grandson do that? Well, it is because the elders think that the child itself is a threat to the peace that is found, and not only that, there is a high chance that the enemies might try to get a hold of him. I see. So, what if he doesn't exist there anymore and he comes here with us? You mean here, my lord? Yes. It will help us out if we train him properly, alongside with Obito. He will help him and us in fighting against the Black One. Yes, the Black One shall be defeated, because he has caused me enough pain in the past, and I will be damned if something happened all over again. I see, Madara. It will be done. As the White One went away, as the Black One came to a masked person who was sitting there. Have you brought any news, Zetsu? Yes, I have. It was a complete black creature who came from the ground. It seems that the Uchihas and the Senjus are going to have a child together, and they're going to put him off into the orphanage. Good. It is for the best. We have to act now, because Senju will be weakened at the time, and we need the Nine Tails. Yes, we will act then. Time skip. 1 month later, we see in an undisclosed location, just outside Konoha's outskirt, Kushina came into labor, as Minato was standing there, looking all messed up, as Mikoto was also there. Calm down, Minato, she will be fine. I know, but I'm still... Can you hear her screams? Yeah, I know. When Satsuki was bored, I was also acting like that. When crushing Fugaku-san. Yeah, don't remind me, hon. Well, it was quite fun. The pain I was going through, I implemented on you too. You're just the lucky one. As Biwako then came, Minato, Kushina's calling for you. Well, good luck, said Fugaku. Oh, shit. as Minato's hand was literally crushed until the cries of the child were heard, as Minato became even more happy when he heard that the tears of joy came from his eyes. As Minato then saw that his child vanished from his hands as his eyes widened, as then we see a masked person standing there with the child. As the masked person then said, "Well, well, well, who would have thought? Kushina Senju Uzumaki and Minato Uchiha having a child together, the perfect hybrid, a powerhouse. Many, many village would die to get their hands on him. Just to make the Uchihas and Senju their own bloodline. You wouldn't dare. Who are you, and what do you want?" "I want a Kyuubi no Yoko. Hand over the Jinchuriki, and you can have your child." As Bivako and everyone were now there, and so was Tsunade. "You think we will let you just leave like that? For threatening my grandson?" says Tsunade, who was now completely hyper and so much enraged that she wanted to do nothing more than to pummel that piece of shit to the ground with a single punch of her. As after that, Kushina then said, "Wait, what? What do you mean, Kushina? He's one and we can take him." He was able to morph. Just for a mere second, I saw it. I saw it as well. He morphed. Every attack we do will face through him. Ah, so he caught on, Minato. Nothing to be expected from a Uchiha prodigy like you. What do you want? As I told, Kyuubi no Yoko. Damn it. Hand over the child, this instantly. You cannot leave here. I can pretty much walk out here without a single scratch, but not could be said for your child if you don't give me what I want. As Kushina said, "Wait, you can have it. I'll come with you peacefully. Just leave the child here." As Tsunade grabbed the child, as Minato and in front of Minato and everyone else, Kushina was morphed out of existence in a vortex with the masked person. As suddenly, the huge aura of Kyuubi no Yoko was leaked out in the atmosphere as the huge Kyuubi no Yoko was released. Shit, as the shinobis and every other elder and Anbu was there now, as well as the clan heads. "What is going on?" Tsuzumi said. "I thought everything was going great." "Yeah, why is the Kyuubi out there, Minato?" said Inomichi. "Long story, guys. I'll tell you later. We have to stop it now." As everyone fought valiantly, as Minato then started to cry, as Hiruzen petted him. "I think I know what you're trying to do. Are you sure about this?" "Yes, it is the only way. Kushina's going to hate me for this." As Kushina, being the Senju, was able to heal herself, following her mother's footsteps, being a medic was for the first time paying her off. As she was there now with back full health, as she saw Minato preparing the matrix seal on Naruto's stomach. "What is Naruto doing here, Minato?" "I'm going to seal the Kyuubi inside of him." "What? Are you out of your mind? Why would you do that?" "It is the only way, Kushina. You cannot become the Jinchuriki again. It will kill you. I would rather die than letting that happen. Please don't." As Kushina was put into a genjutsu, as Minato looked at his mother-in-law, "I'm sorry, I just can't." "I know, just do it." As the Kyuubi no Yoko was sealed inside Naruto, Uzumaki, Senju, Uchiha. As after that, Naruto suddenly vanished in front of their sight, grabbed by a white creature from the hands of Minato and got into the ground and disappeared. "Anbu, find that creature and my son now!" As Minato was shaking there with shock, as Hiruzen came there. "What the hell was that? What happened?" As Minato for a moment froze there. "What? Where is my son?" "Man, he's in great trauma. Minato, Tsunade, take him there." Tsunade was also in shock. What just happened? As far away outside of Konoha's border, as well as far away from the reach of the land of fire itself, we see the white creature coming out of the ground again. Whoa. As Naruto started to cry, "Calm down, little one. You'll be fine." As the white creature entered the cave near Amegakure after traveling for 1 week, while Anbus couldn't find him back, not even his trace. As we see that, Madara was there, sitting alone in the darkness with a single light over his head on his stone throne that he had made. "You have brought my great-great-grandson, yes. What a beautiful child he is. I will train him and pass down all of my teachings to him. He will also be recognized as my legacy, the Shadow Madara Uchiha. Yes, thankfully, this time around, our plan worked, didn't it? Said Waizetsu. Yes. As Madara then said, don't you agree? As from the shadows stepped out the masked person, who revealed his mask to be Obito Uchiha. Yeah, it did, grandfather. But are you sure about this? I mean, it did cause a lot of pain to my sister-in-law as well as my brother for doing this to them. It hurted a lot, but I know it is for the greater good. You are acting as agent in Akatsuki that has Zetsu has created, the black one. Yes, if it wasn't for the white Zetsu, I would have gotten stray, and so would have you. Yeah. As we have a flashback there, as Madara told a younger Obito, after saving him from a rock, what happened. As at the time, Black Zetsu was still pulling the strings, as one day, when Obito was recovering, as Madara was sitting there, knowing the happenings in the village at the time, what was happening with the Uchiha clan at that moment. We see a complete white Zetsu appeared there, and telling them the whole tale that the black Zetsu was the will of Kaguya, while he was the will of Haguro Mochizuki, the sage of the sixth spot. And both of them checked with their Sharingan to see if he was lying or not, and Madara was surprised to find out that he was not lying, not one bit, and even showed them the memories and the final message of Haguro Mochizuki, which shocked them to the core and enraged Madara to no end. And from then on, they started to play Black Zetsu's game as well, acting as their pawn until Obito was ready. While in reality, White Zetsu saved Madara and have increased his life force to become almost close to as an immortal. End of the flashback. As Obito then said, it's still quite is haunting of seeing their looks like that. But I guess it was necessary, isn't that right? Yeah, it is necessary, said Madara. He will be the legacy we need. He will be the one to stop your plan and Black Zetsu's. Yeah, he will be. But as of now, he's in need of a mother. Are you sure she's ready? Said Waizetsu. Who's ready? Said Obito, as suddenly Rin walked out with Waizetsu covering her left side. Obito? Rin? But how? Flashback. I decided, after I took you, to save her as well. Surprisingly, the Three Tails was keeping her alive somewhat, repairing her damaged heart, but with the help of the White Zetsu, I was able to save her. And she was in a comatose state until when you were ready and left, she woke up. I didn't tell you at the time because I thought you might get distracted from the mindset you have already built in. And when she woke up, I trained her as well and told her the same tale that I told you. I see. End of the flashback. As Obito then hugged her. It's so good to see you, Rin. I'm so happy. No, I am happy. As both of them kissed. Get a room, you two, said White Zetsu. Hey, White, you're back. Yes, I'm back, Rin. Who's this, Madara? This is my great-great-grandson. Yeah, he's Minato Sensei's and my Nissan's son, alongside with Kushina Senju's. Can you believe that? Wait, Kushina Sensei and Minato Sensei got married? Yeah. I thought that they were only going as far as to date, but wow. Going as far as to have a child. I didn't thought that they had the guts to do that. But they did. Can you believe that? Enough, Madara said. Stop this bickering nonsense. And Obito, you should be going back. Really, I don't kind of want to do now that. Since, we just... Now. Fine. Don't worry, silly. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. As after that, we go back to Konoha. As Madara was smiling, looking at his great-great-grandson. We see that Minato was tearful and still in shock as Kushina was wailing now. And so was Tsunade, because she was shell-shocked of what happened. As the whole council was now in silence. So you mean to say a white creature just appeared and grabbed the child? Said Danzo. Yes, Danzo, for the last time, it did happen like that. Said Hiruzen. They're already in trauma of losing their child. Just leave them be. But how can we do that? The kid is out there, and if he's alive, we have to get him back. He's important to the village because of his lineage. Is that all matter to you, lineage? Our grandson, my grandson is lost. My nephew is lost, said Mikoto. And that is all you care about. We have to see for the whole village, Mikoto-san. Tsunade-sama, we know about your pain, but we can also put the village above that, right? He is important to us, and we are going to find him, and the one who took him away from you guys and us. I'm not going to follow through your plan, Minato said, as he wiped his tears. I'm going to bring him back to my family. To hell with this plan. I don't care how long it takes. Years, as his Sharingan activated and morphed into his Mangekyo, which he has switched with Mikoto, making both of them have eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. I will bring that person to the ground. As his purple Susanoo aura started to leak out. Minato, calm yourself down. Hiruzen said as Minato calmed down. You know, if you go into that hatred, the Uchiha's curse of hatred will follow you like it did to Madara. I know. But how can I forgive that bastard who took my son? And he was of the Uchiha as well. What? Fugaku and Mikoto said. Yes. He had a Sharingan. I did not know from whom it was, but I can see that much that it had a Sharingan. So it is confirmed that it was either a rogue Uchiha or a person who has gotten his hands on a Sharingan, which is quite problematic to us, Danzo said. From the looking of the aspects, there is hardly any chance, 99.9% any chance that any Uchiha is defective. No. Only dead, never betrayed, aside from Madara, said Fugaku, as Minato nodded. Yes, there hasn't been. I have been checking as well, and so have Kushina from the Senju side. Which means a person has gotten their hands on the Sharingan as well. And now, the Uchiha Senju child, said one of the civilians. This is not good. This is not good. What if he tries to sell the child to other villages in a black market or something? Don't you dare say those words, Kushina said, as plants started to grow out as her huge amount of chakra was unleashed and everyone's eyes widened. I will find my son. One way or another, as red markings started to appear on her face. She was in a senjutsu mode, just like Hashirama, but hers were red. I will track that man down and hunt him with my own hands, and nobody will stop me. Kushina, I will come with you. Hiruzen-sama, can you take the mentally back for quite a bit until I return? I have to go look out for my child. Yes, Minato, I will. As both of them then bid goodbye to their friends and to the council and left. With Tsunade, as everyone stayed there, even Jiraiya, his sensei, as Hiruzen took the seat with the hat. Are you going to let them leave, Minato? They're in grieving situation, Danzo. What would I will get to stop them? Let them try. It will ease their heart if they do it themselves. After they're sure that they are done with their search, they will come back. So you're sure that the child is dead? Most likely. It cannot survive. It is less chance for an infant to survive that long out there without his mother. He will either die out of hunger or something like that, which is quite painful. May his poor soul rest in peace, but let them do their search. They need to get their heads straight, and that is why I have allowed them to do this. As after that, Minato, Tsunade, and Kushina alongside with Jiraiya, who bid goodbye to their sensei and the council as well, and to the Konoha, left. Time skip. 13 years later, the Uchiha and Uzumaki Senju family has not returned yet, as well as the two Sonins. They were still traveling from place to place searching for their son, and were not able to find him. As we go to the cave to see the 13-year-old child with blonde hair, thanks to Kushina, as well as with red streaks and somewhat black streaks, was sitting there with black eyes. Really, great-grandfather? You're trying to scare me again? Naruto said, as he opened his eyes from the meditation. You're getting good, kiddo. Yes, I am. I'm the awesome child of yours. Legacy. Yeah, whatever. Really? Once Obito returns, we'll see how far that goes. As Rin then called, Madara-san, Naruto-kun, lunch is ready. Come inside and have it. Yes, let's go, Naruto. Your Nechan is calling. As they went there and had breakfast, advisors who arrived. Oh, Zetsu, you're here, Naruto said. Yes, Naruto, I am. He said with a smile. What is the news, Zetsu? We have to talk. Obito sent in. I see. As Rin and Naruto were enjoying their breakfast as Madara and Waizetsu stepped out. What? What did he say? Black Zetsu is getting suspicious of me because he knows that I exist here, in this plane. But we have never interacted. Only saw each other at one time. Never interacted before. Never got into the fight. And I think that he will try to get me corrupted as well. Which is high likely chance for it to happen because he is the will of Kaguya, which is much more stronger than Hagoromo's. Me. Well, we have to take care of that then. We have to act fast and kill him when we get the chance. It is not that easy to kill Black Zetsu. You see, while we might turn into a tree whenever I die, he won't. He will just regenerate and grow. That makes us quite literally into a disadvantageous position, leaving us there, right? Yes, that is why I have come with a proposition. Naruto's training is going well. He's already a Kenjutsu, Fuinjutsu, as well as a Genjutsu master. He has awakened his Mangekyo, and soon he will switch those eyes with Obito, no? Yes, he will. I see. So, are there any chances that you will send him back after that? No, he will go on his own journey, becoming a bounty hunter. That is what I want for him. Gain enough experience and know who his enemy is. And then we strike them down. And guess what? QB is on good terms with Naruto as well. Really? That is quite impossible to happen. Well, when QB found out that you was helping me and, well, Naruto were here, then he decided to talk. And let's just say, Naruto and QB for the first time hit it off. Now QB is quite hovering over him like a helicopter mom. Well, it can be quite hectic. As we see Naruto, while the elders were talking, as his Nesan was cleaning the dishes after eating his food, was sitting inside a tree which he has built into his safe haven. It was an old oak tree as Naruto was laying there on his wooden bed. As Kyubi said, lazing around in the daytime is not good for you, Naruto. You're young. Go out and enjoy some bit. Or train at least. Q-ne-chan, I don't want to. Come on, wake up this instant, said Q, as Naruto's legs were possessed by the orange chakra as Naruto walked down. Please stop! Nope. Really? Yes. You have to stay active. And make your senses never dull, Naruto. You never know what kind of enemies are lurking in the shadows. As Naruto started to train then and there, it took him almost the whole evening to tear down 8 trees. As Naruto was meditating there, until he heard rustles into the bushes. As Kushina was in Senjutsu mode, and Naruto, who was also in a nature consuming mode, which was close to awakening of the Senjutsu mode, recognized each other's presence. What is this warm presence? As Kushina's eyes widened. It can't be. Follow me. As everyone dashed towards Naruto, as Naruto became suspicious. Oh no. Naruto, run. There are many of them, said Q, as Naruto got up on his feet and dashed, but Naruto's feet were tied thanks to a throwing grappling hook, and Naruto fell to the ground. Ah, that hurts! As Naruto then saw Minato and everyone gather around him. Why do you have Naruto's chakra? Wait, Kushina, calm down. Please don't hurt me. Please. And how do you know my name? Naruto? Oh my god, Naruto, it is you! Said Kushina as she started to hug Naruto and cry as Naruto's eyes widened. As Madara and Rin arrived there. As Minato and everyone's eyes widened. Rin? As everyone's eyes widened, seeing the old man. Madara. Uchiha. But how? You were killed off by my grandfather. Wait, you're the one who took my son, didn't you? Come inside. I'll tell you my reasons. Why should we trust you? If you want to know why I did this and what is going on out there, you better come inside and listen to me, boy, said Madara. As for the first time, Minato felt scared, and so did everyone else. Even if Madara was old, seeing that he was still living on and kicking after such a long time, as well as his Sharingan being active. They were scared shitless. As they all followed Madara inside his cave, as Waizetsu appeared, as Minato said, you're the one who took my son from me and snatched it. I apologize, Minato-san. Play them the message. As Hagoromo's figure was shown, who is that person? Kusanagi said, that is the sage of the sixth path. Said, none other than Jiraiya. How do you know that? I recognized him from the picture that was drawn by Gamamaru-sama. I see. So you know the sage because of the toads. Toad sardine. Said Madara. But this doesn't explain us. I know. I will explain it to you all. You see, when I was betraying the village, it was because of the Black Zetsu telling me that there is a power by which, after gaining it, I can reunite the world under one banner. And I wanted that. When I told Hashirama, he didn't want to agree. And we had our disagreement. And to see Konoha, who was like a child to me, prosper, I wanted to make it a heaven for every other clan as well. Seeing that many clans have come together, it was nice. And I wanted the same for everyone else. And that is why I followed in that suit. But it got me betrayed. Labeled me as a traitor. And when I lay there to die, I was saved by Black Zetsu again. And he took me at the time. And after that, I came suddenly in contact with Waizetsu. At the time, I didn't believe him, but when Obito's incident happened, and so did Rin's, well, I took Obito in, and so did Rin. And with the help of White One, I saved them and met with the last image and message of the Hagoromo Otsutsuki. This is his will, White Zetsu. Our enemy is Black Zetsu, the will of Kage Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess. Oh my gosh, she exists. I thought that she was a myth. She is not a myth, boy. She does exist, and is trying to break free from her seal. That is why they need the nine-tailed Bijus. So I sent Obito in as the masked person to act as the agent and still the drone and follower of none other than Black Zetsu, and forming the Akatsuki under my name and banner. So you're playing the double agent, and so is Obito. Yes, he didn't want to hurt you, but he had to make it look believable because Black Zetsu was watching. He's quite apologetic for what he has done, Sensei. Why didn't you two return back? Because of what we were trying to do, save the villages from the shadow, and from the destruction of the elemental nations altogether. But we were weak, and that is when Naruto birth came in, and we knew. And I then and there thought that he might be able to have somewhat of an edge over everyone else, because he has some genes in him that are going to help him awaken the Mokutan, and he has already exchanged eyes with Obito, and he has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. But that is only achieved when a close one of your dies or you see one. There is another way, boy. A Genjutsu. Just like what happened to Obito. Rin survived. But this time I showed him a Genjutsu. A nightmarish dream, as you call it. I see. That is quite genius. Nobody has to die that way. Yes. Aside from that, Akatsuki is our main enemy, and their goal is to get the 9-tailed Bijus, all of them, and combine to revive the 10 tails. Is there a 10 tail? Yes. The husk of the 10 tails is still there, said the White Zetsu. As is Kaguya, who sealed inside the moon. As if both of them combine together, everyone will be put under the infinite Tsukiyomi, which call all of the chakra of the world to be drained, and from you as well, gaining a fruit which she will eat and leave. All of this for fruit. That fruit is of the life and chakra. The chakra fruit as well. It is called. The user will get unlimited power and immortality, becoming a god in their own right after eating that. And Kaguya and the Otsutsuki clan has been doing that for many millennia, until Hagoromo broke that cycle, alongside his brother Homura Otsutsuki. I see. So that is why you took Naruto here. Wait, hold up, Naruto said, who has woken up now from all of this shock because he passed out from being hugged too hard by Kushina. Let me get this straight. You kidnapped me, even though you're my grandfather, and raised me here in isolation? Really? Well, yes, I was preparing you, child, and it is necessary. But what about now? What if Naruto leaves now? We have to tell everyone the story that you found him as a bounty hunter with a group of them who trained him. You cannot reveal that I exist. But why? You can be seen as a hero if you return. Even though you made a mistake, you were corrected. You were being manipulated. There is a high chance, if not the village, we Uchihas will accept you back as our leader, the founding father of the clan. And Konoha, no. Madara Uchiha is dead, and so he will remain. I have turned into an immortal. I will keep on doing what I do, watching Konoha from the shadows and protecting it from the enemies. That is the least I can do to repay for my sins against my home village. I see. Then if you decided that, Rin, why don't you? I would have, Sensei, but as Rin showed a ring to both of his Sensei. Whom? Obito. He and I decided that we are dead in the eyes of the village, so we should remain here. But Kakashi, I know. I've seen him, visited with Obito, took the flowers. I see, so you were the ones who were taking it. Yes. It seems Kakashi-kun has been way too hard on himself after our incident happening. Yes, way too much. He couldn't sleep and has mental trauma. I see. I'll give you a letter. You can give that to him by telling him what happened in reality. Just make sure he doesn't look for us. We don't want to be found by anyone. I guess that can be arranged. But how did you find us, Sensei? We have been searching for the past 13 years. And after searching through the major places, we started to go to the minor ones. And that took us 10 years. And after that, 3 years now, and still continuing, we found Naruto. And we're grateful. Really grateful that you were able to take him in and raise him. But why does he act like that in front of even women and all? He's isolated and, never interacted with anyone else of his age. And that is why he acts like this. Quite polite and respectable to everyone. I see. Are you sure we can take him back? Yes. As Madara then said, we have to make it look quite illegible. As White Zetsu then sensed, Black Zetsu is nearing in. We have to move fast. Then you have to act now. Listen to my plan. As we see Black Zetsu and Obito, the masked person Toby, now known as, walking there. Are you sure, Zetsu, that you sensed White here? Yes. And you sure that this kid is here as well, that White snatched that night? Yes, I am pretty much sure. As when they arrived there, they saw that the White Zetsu was injured and yelled at the Konoha corpse. Damn it! Shit. Minato, Kushina, and Jiraiya Tsunade have found them. We cannot engage, said Madara. I mean the fake Madara, Toby, as well as Zetsu. While the original White as well as Madara were hidden alongside with Rin. As Naruto then said, stay away from me, son. We're your parents. What? As Naruto was knocked out, we have to tell him once we get back. He's scared. He doesn't know. Shit, they secured the target. We have to leave now. Now at least we know where he is, said Black One. Well, what are we going to do about the White One? Are you not going to finish him off? No. He will die out like that. Turn into a tree properly. As he turned into a tree in front of them, see? The White One is dead. Nothing to worry about. The damn bastard died for good. As the Black and Obito retreated back. As behind the mask, Obito smiled. Well played, Grandpa. I didn't know you had it in you. As we see that Madara and White Zetsu stepped out. Did it work? I think it did. Naruto, you can wake up now. As Naruto opened one of his eyes. See? Cool, right? I can act pretty much well, Naruto said in a whisper. Don't worry, Naruto. They're gone now. I cannot sense them, said White Zetsu. Yes, finally. you. But they're going to keep an eye on you, so you have to keep up the act once you return. As Kushina was still hugging Naruto, so was Tsunade. And Minato patted Naruto's head. But Naruto hugged him back, as Minato hugged him as well. It was a huge reunion of family, as Rin then decided, I guess I'll leave with Madara then. Somebody has to take care of this old coot. And White Zetsu as well. I'm not that old, girl. Yeah, whatever, grumpy grandpa. You're leaving with me. Whatever you wish. As Madara moved out to the outskirts of the Elemental Nation with Rin and White Zetsu in tow, while everyone else went back to Konoha. It took them 2 weeks to get there, and everyone was surprised to see a tired child with long hair, which was blonde, black eyes as well as the hair having somewhat red and black streaks in it. Is that? He looks like Minato-sama. He is our son, but he was raised by bounty hunters and thinks that we are lying to him. I see. As after that, we go towards the council. After Naruto and Kushina were staying at home with Mikoto, as Mikoto was already filled in alongside with Fugaku what was going on. As Naruto was sitting in the room, his own one, as Itachi was out there doing the onboard duty, as the little princess of the Uchiha clan walked inside the room just to see what was there. And after seeing the kid who was there, her age, she blushed. He has well-toned body. As Q then said, "Oh, Naruto, look at the little vixen. She's looking at you." Wait, what? As Naruto looked at the door suddenly and both of their eyes met as she froze. Pervert, Naruto said, squealing like a girl. As downstairs, Mikoto as well as Kushina heard this. As they dashed upstairs to see that a blushing Satsuki was standing there. "Satsuki, what are you doing here?" "But I just wanted to see who this was. I wanted to see Kushina Bachan's son and Uncle Minato's son. But he was changing clothes. He was naked." "Well, I was changing clothes. Why are you looking at me like that?" Naruto wore his clothes as fast as he could and came outside. "Oh, I saw Satsuki blushing because of my Naruto," said Kushina, teasing Satsuki. As Naruto blushed as well. "Mom, stop it," Naruto said. As after that, Mikoto then said, alongside with Fugaku, who was smiling, "Why don't you take Naruto to the school and academy where you learn with him now?" "Really? I mean, sure. Let's go, Naruto." As after Satsuki cooling her demeanor down, took Naruto with her, getting into the Uchiha stoic stance, Fugaku sighed. "I see now how I act when you told me. See, I told you she acts like you a lot. I get it. And I thought I was looking cool. I didn't know I was embarrassing myself." "Oh, but you were cool to me." "Yeah, embarrassing as hell." Kushina said, "Shut up, Tobe." "Whatever you say, Teme." As they all got downstairs and we go towards the council. "I see, so you found him in the woods?" "Yes, and he was with the corpse of some sort of bandits when they found him as a mercenary. They found him in the woods, as I said, but they were going to turn him into some sort of their, prized luring agent, which will lure female there and they will sell it as like slaves. That is why they were raising him, and we were enraged and took him from them. You did a good job, and we're not going to cause any more trouble with your family matters. You can raise him as much as you want," said the whole council, apologizing to them. Yes, the whole council would like to apologize, as Hiruzen as Danzo as well. "It is alright. We accept. And we would like to apologize for our behavior and showing coldness to all of you. I would never do that to my village, but at the time I was just... We know, Minato. The pain and grief you were going through, we can hardly ever imagine," said Shikaku. "You're forgiven." As after that, Minato returned back, as he was happy to be there, but to his disappointment, he didn't find his son there. "You mean to say he's went to academy?" "Oh well." As we go towards the academy to see that Satsuki arrived there into her class, as it was already morning time, as the classes were going to begin, as Naruto sat down. As Iruka came inside. "I apologize, but who are you?" "Yeah, sensei, he just came and sat down with Satsuki," said Sakura. "Oh, I apologize. My name is Naruto Senju Uchiha Uzumaki. I am, as you can say, your fourth Hokage's son, as well as Kushina Senju's son." As everyone gasped. "Wait, you're the lost son of the fourth Hokage that is supposed to be dead?" As Naruto moved his bodies and parts. "I'm not dead. At least not that much, I guess." As everyone chuckled, Sakura blushed, as Satsuki looked at her with rage. "Oh, I'm sorry, Satsuki-chan, I didn't mean to." As Naruto then said, "Calm down, everyone. It's nice to meet you. I hope we can get along. It is the final year, idiot." "Huh, I guess I'll pause then." "What? Why did we have to go through the boring lectures while you won't?" "Well, I did learn from the best. Practically." As after that, Naruto sat down and did the test. Whoa, this is easy. Naruto filled out the whole paper within 1 minute, as everyone's jaws dropped. And after that, Naruto sat there and helped Satsuki Hinata out, who was looking at Naruto and blushing somewhat as well. As after time passed, Everyone was done with the first test, as the second test was ninjutsu test, as Naruto showed them his new ninjutsu. As he just started to sidestep, Naruto wanted to do the clone. I'll make it a clone. As suddenly it became so fast that Naruto became a blur, and suddenly two Narutos were there. What is this? As Mizuki touched one of Naruto as his hands faced through it. But then Naruto was still there. This is what, as both Naruto talked, this is what we called an after image. I created it. Thanks to making the Harishin into a Kekigenkai. A Kekigenkai? Yeah, a hybrid Kekigenkai that I created after learning the arts of the Uzumaki's Funjutsu. As everyone's jaws dropped. How fast can he move? As Naruto disappeared in a yellow flash and appeared back with a bowl of ramen. That fast. And I went and ordered half an hour ago with a flash again. We didn't even see you. You were going like for milliseconds. This is quite genius. As we go and see that inside the whole council chamber, thanks to Hiruzen's orb, the elders and everyone else was watching this. My, such a genius kid. Nothing less to be expected from son of Minato and Kushina. To be able to create the Harishin into a hybrid dojutsu and Kekigenkai. This is quite remarkable. Remarkable indeed, Danzo, it is. But we have to now be more careful to not leak the information out to others, because it will be quite dangerous. As after that, Naruto was having a party and blasted after becoming a shinobi into the Uchiha clan compound, where many other children were also gathered, as Hinata was taken to a room because she wasn't feeling well into the Uchiha clan compound, and suddenly Ko came running down, who was her assistant with wounds. Hiyashi-sama, there were some Kuma shinobis who took Hinata-sama again. What? Again? As Naruto then said, calm down, as suddenly markings appeared on his body, which were that of Byaku's seal. But they were red, as Naruto's eyes opened. There, as Naruto then said, follow me, as he disappeared in a yellow flash. What? Who taught him the Harishin? Man, I really want to see what my son can do. As every elder followed in suit, and so did Kushina. As we go towards the woods to see that Hinata was fighting. Get off me! As the old man then said, why don't I taste you first? You're now legal, aren't ya? You're a shinobi. Cut it out, man. She's supposed to be in perfect condition to be childbearing state. We need Yugas in our compound. As Naruto then charged electric chakra into his hands. Dragon Lightning Hammer Hand, Naruto said, as both dragon heads stabbed through their chest, cutting them in half, as Naruto was standing there with his Sharingan looking at her as her eyes widened. And then moonlight shone as Naruto's beautiful eyes, which were Sharingan as well as his hair, illuminated as he smiled down. Are you right, Hinata-chan? I am sorry for the gore, but it was necessary. They were going to hurt you, and I just couldn't see that happening. As everyone arrived there and saw the attack Naruto caused. Damn, that is supposed to be an S-rank jutsu. With a single strike, he took down two of them. It seems that he has done that quite a lot of time. Naruto, have you killed before? Oh, as a training, I have, but only deers and so on. I was imagining deers when I did this, as Naruto watched his hand shake, but I guess it didn't work out. Yeah, this is what happens when you have your first kill. As Kushina was there to comfort him, as Hinata was blushing, and Hiyashi saw something in Hinata's eyes that sparked, like he had when he saw Hitomi, and oh no, this is not good. As Hinata was thankful to Naruto, and when she left, she was out of days, and everyone returned back to their normal state, but they were quite impressed with what Naruto has done and how much potential he held. As Kumo was enraged of what happened, and he demanded apology, but Naruto, being the genius he was with Minato, turned it against them. As the Kage Summit was called, as 1 month later we see everyone sitting there. What is the cause of this, Minato? My shinobis were just there to come across you as a peace treaty and the warning sign for not engage and cross our borders for the next coming years. Why did you kill them? Because I have a recording footage of them doing some deeds that you wish not happened to you, any of your Konoichis. As Naruto showed him the recording that he had created, thanks to his Funjutsu recorder that he had made, as everyone's eyes watering, hearing the recording. This is enough of a proof that you wanted a peace treaty and a warning sign to not cross our borders. At least come up with a Good explanation. Who are you, boy? Who am I does not matter. For what you have done, we would like some compensation back. How about a Jinchuriki? You have two, don't you? Don't be silly. Well, to be honest, Juri-sama, let's ask from him, the leader of the Iron Country. What is it you want to ask, boy? Well, for one, as you guys know, in the previous history of Konoha, Kumo has asked for Hiyashi, but we gave him the Hizashi of the Yuga clan. Isn't that correct? We fulfill their requirements for even their wrongdoings. Cannot they accept what they have done wrong and man up enough to do what we ask? Fine, but you will have Yujito, the Two Tails. Good with us. Send her in. As after that, the matter was resolved, and 2 months later, Yujito arrived there without her headband, as Naruto was there to receive her, as he was sighing, and then blushed when he saw her. As 2 hours ago, as we see Naruto standing there in the whole council room. Wait, what? Why is she my charge? Well, Naruto, you were the one who brought this up, and to be honest, we're quite surprised that you came with this conclusion. But why though? Because 1, military aspect, 2, weaken the enemy to make them think of their consequences of doing us wrong again, and 3, well, why not? If we treat her right and she becomes loyal to this village, we will have more the strength and another Jinchuriki which Q-chan can hang out with. This is still surprising that QB is hovering over you and hugging you like a mother, said QB, taking over Naruto. He is my kid, as he is as much as yours, Kushina. I have raised him where you haven't, but he was taken from me, and for that I forgive you. And you were not going to do the same. Naruto doesn't know about this. You are going to put him in the orphanage, and to be honest, when I think about that, my rage just boils, and I want to put this village to the ground. But Naruto loved this village and respect it as its home, and for that, as a mother, I have to, well, let this one slide. But you still are on my hit list if you ever made Naruto angry or cry. That will never happen. Good. As Kyuubi disappeared, huh? Q-chan, don't do that! It was necessary, Naruto. I had to do some other talk. Really? Fine, but please don't do that again. It hurts my head whenever you do that. I'll make it less hurtable next time. Well, it is agreed that, Naruto, you're going to do that. Wait, what? Yes, Q agreed. Aw, man. End of the flashback as we see Naruto standing there. Hi, my name's Naruto. Nice to meet you, Yujito. Said Yujito in a dead tone. Don't be sad. I know, that this is happening to you and you're feeling kind of betrayed, but it was I who suggested this. Naruto said, what? You made my life like this? I'm sorry. Well, some kid's father was taken from him because of what your village leader did. I just wanted to have him his own taste. I didn't know that you will react like this. I'm so sorry. But please, by all means, look at this place as your home from now on. And I promise to you that I will make it up to you. How? By spending time with you and being there for you whenever you need me. Only time will tell. Time skipped. 6 months later after that day, Naruto put each and every bit of his effort with Hinata, Satsuki, as well as with Yujito, spending time with all of them, and all of them being together as friends now. As we go towards Yujito's apartment, which was near the Uchiha complex, as we see a knock on the door, as Hinata opened the door. Oh, Naruto-kun, you're here. I hope you brought the cinnamon buns as well, and tomato cake, and my fish. Yes, ladies, everything is here. Now I can eat my ramen now. I asked for tuna, Naruto. This is salmon. Oh, well, I guess I'll go get it. Wait, sit down. You have to feed it to me first. As both of the other girls looked at Yujito, as Naruto feed the fish to her. As Naruto then was surprised by what Yujito said. Why don't you taste it and see how it tastes? Is it bad? No, it's good. Really? As Naruto took a bite, and suddenly his lips were grabbed and were impaled by Yujito's lips as Yujito's tongues entered Naruto's mouth as his eyes were twisting, and both of the other girls were blushing madly and furiously. And after that, Yujito ate it, the fish that was in Naruto's mouth. Delicious. Wait, what? As Sasuke took out some piece of cake as well as cinnamon buns were taken out from Hinata. Us too. Wait, what? Is that? It's not a game, guys. As Naruto then said, with embarrassment. And after that, we go towards Akatsuki group in Amegakure. It is time for us to act, Obito. I see. Gather the group then. As they already know what was happening in Konoha, as D-rank missions were being done at the time. But the whole Akatsuki were gathered up. Sasori, Hidan, Kakazu, Deidara, Nagato, Conan, Pots of Pains, Toby, as well as Zetsu. And one other person joined them because of their interest matching together, Orochimaru. And all of them were aiming now and gunning towards Konoha and Naruto. 1 week later, as we see Naruto training with everyone there who was training regularly, suddenly there was a huge explosion at the entrance. As Naruto went there to see that it was Obito and everyone else. Toby, we meet again. Naruto said his Sharingan activated. Yes, that we did. As Naruto then activated his Susanoo, as everyone saw a perfect Susanoo after many years later, as Itachi and everyone else was shocked. A perfect Susanoo and a black one, as Naruto's perfect Susanoo had 2 Amaterasu swords, and his 2 previous hands had 1 shield and an axe. As Naruto's Susanoo flew, as a red Susanoo was formed by Obito, as both of them clashed with one another, while the ground forces were taken care of by Minato and his compliances, and everyone else being there were taken down easily, as Naruto and Obito then had enough. Now, as both of them said, combining their attack and biggest Amaterasu they could form, they launched a Amaterasu ball on Black Zetsu, burning him into crisp and disintegrating him into nothingness. That should take care of him. As Naruto examined with the natural chakra technique, as he was surprised that Black Zetsu turned into a gory creature. Do you think I did not know, Obito, about your betrayal? I knew from the beginning. As White Zetsu and Mother arrived, we're here. I already knew about you, White, not dying. I just wanted to play your little game and see where it takes us. I was quite surprised that you survived, though. But today, I'll make sure that you die. Mother, come and be alive through me again, as Kaguya was formed, a complete black Kaguya. This avatar is good, said Zetsu, and Kaguya's voice combined. But it is a temporary one. I will get the 9 tails myself, and then rebuild the 10 tails and free myself after becoming the Jinchuriki through my son. Sacrifice. As Naruto then said, fine then. As Naruto then put on the Susanoo armor, like a humanoid figure, as he then saw the markings of Byaku seal as well as Hashirama's markings formed on his head. As Naruto then said, Secret Sage Arts. Senju Dragon, as a huge dragon and Senju was formed. As a Buddha statue with a dragon and 1,000 fists were there. As the dragon moved from the Buddha statue and came at Kaguya and bit her down as 1,000 fists were raining upon her. As Obito said, now! Madara said as Amaterasu balls were launched at her. As suddenly, Naruto and Obito were impaled again as Naruto fell to the ground. Shit! As everyone was shocked. Do you think you could defeat a goddess like me with that power? I am the mother of chakra. What do you take me for? As everyone was shocked, Naruto was on the ground. Shit, no. Kushina said, no, Naruto. Please don't. As Naruto closed his eyes, Kyuubi was trying to make Naruto live again. No, please, no, not like this. Kyuubi said as she was crying in Kyuubi-wide state. As suddenly a bright light emerged. Father? Don't worry, my daughter. I know you care so much about this boy. Please save my son. I will. That is why I'm here. As 2 seals formed on Naruto's palms, sun and moon. As Naruto saw that the cage that Kyuubi was in broke free. As Kyuubi gave Naruto her full power, as Naruto woke up and covered with golden chakra, as black flames and Susanoo formed over it, as the eyes became golden and so did hands, just like overpowered final battling against Naruto Sasuke's Susanoo. As Naruto then charged towards Kaguya, who were now in her own avatar of the rabbit goddess, as both of them clashed in front of every elemental nation then and there, and everyone was shocked by the mere potential and power, while the other Katsuki members were already restrained and killed off due to the attack and its proximity. As Konoha's main gates were destroyed, the whole village watched Naruto fighting against the goddess with the powers of God himself, somewhat. As Naruto then made a shadow clone, you know what to do, as used Rasengans for a shot with elemental chakra into it. What? Rasengans as well? No, Minato, completed Rasengans. Oh man, I really need my sons to teach me some lessons on that one. Yeah, our son is really cool. Go Naruto-kun, said Satsuki and everyone else, as the Rasengan clashed, causing Kaguya to weaken and fell to the ground. Now, as both of the Naruto slapped Moon and the Sun's seal, sealing Kaguya away, but Naruto added some more seals. Seal tightening, chains of restraintments. As the chains of restrainment, black Amaterasu chains were combined and putting Kaguya to the ground. No! I will be back. That is why taking countermeasures and seals you far away from where you cannot come back. And the black Zetsu alongside with black Kaguya was sealed again into the far corner of the galaxy. As Naruto fell to the ground, breathing heavily. Damn! As he passed out. Naruto! As that is the last image he remembered. Everyone being worried about him. 1 month later, Naruto woke up. Ugh! Where am I? You're in a hospital bed, kid. You're lucky that you're able to live. That stunt you pulled was quite awesome, at the same time life-threatening to you. Don't ever do that again, would you? I guess I won't. Yeah, you shouldn't. I'm sorry. Well, you're forgiven, kid. But don't do that. Your parents were worried, and so were your wives. Wives? You see that rings on your neck? Yeah. Wait, Yujicho, Satsuki, why do they have my best friend's written name over them? Well, they are your fiancés now, kid. When you were on your deathbed, they professed your loves to him, and you ground. Yes. Wait, what? Yes, that is how you ended up with them. They have a video proof of that. Oh my god. Huh. I was scammed into a marriage. But who's regretting, kid? Is that another person? As it was your... nice to meet you, Jurasama. Gold mine, kid. This is gold mine. You have to let me know the details how your honeymoon went, okay? Okay? I want to publish it in my book. No? Why? Come on, stop being so stingy. As he was punched from the same window, he jumped in. Don't mind him, Naruto. Oh, hey, Ba-chan. Yeah. Surprisingly, we have to kind of agree that you were engaged to them. And yes, they are your wives on paper. I guess I'm a husband now. A married person. Not only that, kid. As Tsunade and Minato and Kushina helped Naruto to the top of the building, as the whole elemental nation was gathered there after hearing the tale of what happened and witnessing it from their own eyes. The whole elemental nation could see the huge figures fighting. You're the hero of the whole elemental nations now, Naruto. You have fulfilled your mission. Save the elemental nations, son. As A and everyone else was also there to pay Naruto respect. Listen, A-sama, I'm sorry for... Don't worry, kid. My father made some dumb choices, and so did I. And we repaid for them fully. Thank you. But you have to challenge me next time. I kinda respect strong warriors, and at the time I thought you were a bumpy, scrawny kid, but you proved it not to be. As one by one each Kage greeted and congratulated Naruto and thanked him for saving their asses. And Naruto was then, well, hovered over by his wives. As Kyuubi took over. One at a time. Do you want to kill my kid? No, sorry ma'am. Good. Wait, are you going to watch us? As Kyuubi then smart. Yes, if you don't prove anything necessary, I will educate you. Myself. As all of them blushed, and so did everyone else as Giraffe passed out. Gold mine! Shut up, you poverty. Don't you have anything else to do? Nothing. As Naruto then passed out with embarrassment, as everyone started to laugh at this, the hero of the elemental nation, well, at least at some point he was still a scrawny kid. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace!